So we got a video today. Uh, this came out. Oh, well, came out a while ago. Uh,
Okay.
Shout out to Jameson's Travels. Uh, for covering it. The Army Master Sergeant rages about beards, then gets destroyed. So me and Kaz are reacting to this because if you now y'all know that me and Kaz are was in the military.
We both was in the army, big dog.
Uh and we both had instances with higher ups about beards. So I believe we are
and the
adequate
fucking
enough
medical staff too.
to get to give our opinion on what is going on here.
I hate your beard and uniform. I hate your shaving profile. I hate your religious exemption. I hate the fact that soldiers are abusing this privilege day in and day out, and they're proud of it.
Let me comment on this.
Okay. For someone that's going to rock a religious exemption, we don't give a if you like beards or not. No. It's authorized.
You ever wonder how some people in the military...
Ever wondered how some people in the military can have dreadlocks, beards? Used to be you had a medical condition, right? I guess it's a new thing. Rock whatever you want. You say it's a religious exemption. Unless it's one of these things. Let's keep going. Thanks for coming back.
Have beards or dreads or braids or long hair like that. I'm going to show you guys exactly how.
So
okay, that's
I wish. I wish
hey,
you can have dreads. I knew about the beard because it tells you on the shaving profile that you get the length that you can have it. So now
dreads is beyond me. I ain't never seen nobody with dreads though.
I ain't either. Not where I was.
The only time I seen someone with dreads is when they was like transitioning to become a female. Or they was like a female and they transitioned to become like a male or some shit. That's the only time I seen somebody with dreads. Or like long hair.
Never seen it.
Me? Like male? Yeah, no. I never seen that. That I don't know what religion you need to be for that, but that's new.
I think it's pagan. I think pagan can do it, but I'm not sure because I didn't go that route. I just shaved my head. Fuck it.
Makes sense to me.
I do the wave thing.
To me.
Yep.
Okay, well, yeah. Pause it real quick. My mans, you look like you went to the Gulf War, G. Like you look like you was in World War II. So I don't remember it. Clearly, you Brett Favre looking ass nigga. My bad.
Why are you roasting my man? He not the one complaining about it.
I'm my bad, G. My bad.
Bro, he's saying he don't remember it like being something that everybody did. Like there was beards, but back then you didn't have beards as frequently as you have them now.
1872.
All right.
Now it's common. I was at Fort Carson. All sorts of dudes with beards, and they weren't Delta Team 6-9 Special Forces guy. I understand the neck thing. I get it. Should we have beards? Put that in the comments.
9 times out of 10, it's because of a religious accommodation.
Okay.
By no means is this easy. You may have to jump through a lot of hoops. So first you meet with a chaplain. They determine if you're serious and not BSing. Then it goes up.
All right, hold on. Don't leave. We're going to get to the pushback. The pushback was strong. So Master Sergeant Roth got hammered. You can imagine.
And up the chain of command. I was reading this story about Burrow on the Army page. He said it was easy and the hardest thing was just waiting. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have any experience with this. The most common religions I've been seeing with beards in the military have to be pagans. And I have a buddy that's Rastafari that also has like braids and got it approved.
I hate your beard and uniform. I hate your shaving profile.
All right, this is what started the whole thing. I don't understand this guy. He's out. He does TikToks, retired, just 27 years. Master Sergeant, but with his uniform on. I don't get it. Like, you wear it. Help me understand.
I hate your religious exemption. I hate the fact that soldiers are abusing this privilege day in and day out, and they're proud of it. Let me talk about religious exemptions first. I can't tell you how many times I've come across soldiers that claim that they are a certain religion and can't even explain their basic tenets of faith. I also can't tell you.
We're going to get to the pushback. I just want to give you the primer, give you the context. The anger this man got, Roth, on TikTok.
how many times shaving profiles have been abused.
Right.
People that don't need a shaving profile, they claim they need it, and they go ahead and get it because they want to look cool in uniform. We should have beards in the U.S. Army. Well, listen, other countries have beards. We should have beards. Well, if you want to go be in somebody else's army, go and be in somebody else's army. If you want to be in the U.S. Army, males, you need to shave your face. I understand there are exceptions and medical conditions. Like, I get all that. Don't think I'm that stupid, and please don't come at me stupid in the comments.
Oh, they come at you stupid in the comments. I'll shut up in a minute.
Okay.
Should we have beards? Ask that before, yes or no. Number two, is it a racist thing if someone says you shouldn't have a beard? Guys are saying that. Black fellas are saying, listen, you just come at me because I'm a black man. Okay, that could be true.
What you got to say?
My man's.
Because I've noticed it where we was
What?
at, like, with black people, they don't get asked about it as often as white people to go and shave
About
their
having a
face.
shaving profile? Oh, because so the thing about black people is that everybody knows our hair grows differently, especially our
Mhm.
beard. Our hair
Yeah.
grows inside and curls up. So if we shave with a razor every fucking day, I'm gonna look like I got herpes on my neck, G.
Yeah.
Me personally, I done had this shit where I was shaving every day and I was itching every day and I had bumps and bumps. My shit wasn't as bad to make it look like I got herpes, but I done seen some niggas and I said, yo, you need to get checked out.
So mine was shout out to my drill sergeant from basic, because he the one that was like, you got a shaver profile? So I was like, nah. He was like, you might want to go get one because that's
You need
bad
one.
up under there.
Yeah.
I was like, Roger, drill sergeant. And shit, next day, I ain't gonna lie to you, I spent all day at sick call getting that shaving profile. That probably would only took me about 2 minutes to get.
Must be fucking nice. I got a
Everything.
shaving profile. I damn near gotta get on my fucking knees just to tell this nigga, yo, my shit is fucked up, G.
Oh,
Like,
this
my
was
shit,
it.
you can see it.
It was at basic, so I don't know if at basic they do a different if they would have did that or not. Well, I don't, depending on where you go to basic at, I should say, if how
didn't first
strict are they at.
Apply to my shit until I went to Korea. So I went to Korea, and then I'm like, then they gave me a temporary one. I'm like, okay, cool, 6 months, cool. You only in Korea for like a year, so I'm like, 6 months is cool. I get to the States, and I'm like, okay, I'm fucking with this nigga for damn near 2 years, talking about, yo, can I get a permanent, G? I seen you at least 5 times, G, about my fucking shaving profile.
Yeah.
He coming in, I go to the fucking doctor, he talking about, you need a shaving profile. Yeah, man, I get bumps every time I shave. Well, you look good now. Well, that's because I haven't been fucking shaving with a razor, nigga, every day. That's why I look good now. And you can't even see shit because I got hair. I'm trying to extend my shit or get a permanent. I don't think you need one. I just give you another temporary. My man's. So fun fact is, so I've been there for like 4 years, right? Kept getting temporary profiles. Cool. I go to the next duty station for like a year, get a temporary profile. Go to my next duty station after that. They was like, well, shit, technically, if you have 5 or more temporary profiles, shaving profiles, they give you have to get a permanent because it's that severe. And I said, so it took me what 8 years to get this shit, 7, 8 years, just to get a permanent.
Yeah, I went down
Like,
a
what are
whole
we
different
on?
path.
Like,
Basic, I
that's
had one. Basic, I had one. AIT, I was gonna get a permanent, but the doctor there was like, if I were to give you a permanent, it might delay you leaving, so I'm gonna give you a temporary. So I got another temporary. Yeah, I was like, hey, I ain't trying to be sitting here for fucking a whole year because I got a shaving profile. Crazy thing is, I still ended up sitting there for extra months because of fucking dental.
Okay.
Because of dental. It wasn't even. It was because of dental. And then once I got to my duty station, then I got my permanent. Yeah.
But with this guy, he do sound like he's salty that he can't grow one, or he has to shave all the time.
He probably got.
That's
laser.
what he sound like.
He probably got the laser hair removal.
And he also sound like one of them veterans that is like, well, I used to be a fucking a sergeant major or a chief in the motherfucker, knowing he a master sergeant, but at the same time, it's like, yo, big dog, why are you mad that we got shaving profiles? It don't matter what we got it for. We have a shaving profile because we have one, whether it's religious or because we just need it. Some people,
as long as they got the profile, shit, just keep it pushing.
yeah. Why are you mad? Like, you really getting mad
Shit.
because we got a shaving profile? Like, you not in our skin. You don't know what our skin is like.
Shit.
Your skin grows different than ours. And even if they are white, your skin still grow different. Not every black person has the same skin. Not every
I
white
knew a
person
white
has the same
person who
skin.
had a shaving profile. He was happy as fuck when he got that shaving profile. He was like, I hate shaving.
Yo, I forgot who told me, but my man's was like, yo, the niggas said it's like when you black and you join the military, it's like when they give you your uniform, they also give you your shaving profile because it's just a given. I said, wow.
Oh shit!
said,
not for
wild.
not
That
for
shit had me
the
rolling.
sergeant major who was on my ass about it.
Boy, what?
I had a whole profile. He was like, "Nah, you still need to shave your shit."
I remember that shit too, because I'm over here like this. I'm this nigga leadership. So I gotta go with his ass to talk about this shaving profile, and I got a beard. I'm over here like, what's going on? Hey, you talk to Khalil? About what? Yeah, he gotta talk to Sergeant Major about shaving profile. I look at this nigga, I'm like,
yeah, I remember I had to talk to the commander about it.
I said, man, look.
Yeah, I remember I had to talk to the commander about it and the LT. They was like, yeah, I was like, my stuff is in rags. What are we talking about? What is going on here?
What they said it was? What they said the problem was?
Yeah, when they said it, I was like, yeah. Sergeant Major talked to me about my beard. He was like, yeah, you had your profile on you, right? Yeah, I had my profile on me. I showed him my profile. Okay, good. Well, they still want to talk to you. What the fuck, man?
About what?
Yeah, I was like, so I went and like, because I thought my stuff was too long, I went and measured it. I was like, nah, it's good, because this profile states, I had to read that shit so many times just in case niggas wanted to be on me. It was like, it can't be no longer than I think like I have
an eighth of an inch or something.
Yeah, that shit. Unless it curls, then it can be I want to say an inch or an inch and a half. So I was like, okay. And you let it grow, you be like, my shit curls. So my shit can be a little bit longer than a 5 o'clock shadow, basically. That's all they saying you can have is a 5 o'clock shadow. Yeah. And the only good thing that came out of that was I didn't have to go to a change of command.
Okay, boy. What they was like, hey, don't even pull up, G, because we don't want no problem with this Sergeant Major. Like, don't even pull up, G. Like,
the best part.
Fun fact is that now they can't even ask to see your profile. They can only say, do you have a profile? And you just be like, yeah. And then they could just be like, cool. They can't even say, yo, let me see it. They just be like, yo, you have a shaving profile? Yeah. And they have to take you as a word. Now, if they want to go further than that, they have to go to the commander and say, let me see if this person has a shaving profile. Because that's violating HIPAA protocol. So at that time, if there was, damn, fuck me, man.
Oh, what's up?
So at that time, if they ask you, yo, you got a shaving profile, you could say yes. And they be like, let me see. You could be like, no, I don't have to show you. Because they just catch us all the time. Like, it just be random. Sorry, hey, you got a profile?
Face.
Yes. Let me see it. You don't even know this motherfucker. You just went to the PX. You don't even know this motherfucker. It's just like, yeah,
they hit you with that half right face. Shit. I think it's front reading.
Press play though.
Said before, it's a touchy thing. We just have beards for everybody versus making up a religion that you may or may not have. You ever met somebody pagan till they go in? They go in, they say they're Catholic. And a year later, they're like, oh, I'm pagan now. I want a beard. And people could shave before they went in, and they can't shave after. Help me out. Anybody understands this, but I'm stupid.
But I know it's being abused. Somebody watching this is abusing it. You're not supposed to line it up and have cute little lines and all this other stuff. You're abusing it. Okay. All right. If you need the shaving profile, you must obey what the shaving profile says. It's usually like a quarter or an eighth of an inch all over. Okay. You can't line it up. You can't do little designs. It's not for fashion. It's for function. And for those of you poor soldiers that actually have to have a shaving exemption, that condition is terrible. And I sympathize with you completely. But also you need to obey your profile. And if you're a physician that just takes the soldier's word for it, come on, have a little backbone.
Wow.
That's why you ain't get one. Master sergeants like him is the reason why you ain't get one.
This guy got trolled so hard. They
What?
They think I'm out here lying.
Yo,
I tell you, man.
trolled him about not having a combat action badge. I'm not an army guy, but anyway, they trolled him for that. Trolled him for being white. It was deep. It gets deep. We're getting there. Skip ahead if you need to, but you got to see this.
It's the Army. If you can't shave your face and it's a medical condition, got it. Pay attention to your profile. But if you just don't want to shave your face because you're trying to make it your Army, get out of here with that nonsense. I'm tired of seeing it. It disrespects the uniform. And I said what I said. I'm retired. Come at me if you want.
Well, they do.
I hate your beard and uniform. I hate your shaving profile. I hate your religious exemption.
Every effort to look professional should be heavily exerted.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
My man's. So the thing I say is, you say that's the one thing I don't like is that they say you're supposed to look professional. they say you're supposed to look professional and you're supposed to look Kemp, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all probably see it. My beard be patchy sometimes, G. It's not as patchy as some people. However, my beard is patchy. I don't have no full beard like Khalil got. My shit don't be connecting like that. No, my shit is patchy. And if I just let my shit grow naturally, it's gonna look unkempt or it's gonna look nasty. If I had to line my shit up and make it look like presentable and nice, it's gonna look nice. However, because I line my shit up, y'all think I could use a razor? They don't use a razor for my shit. They use clippers to line my shit up.
Oh,
Like, come on. So
I watched a
they
little
use
bit of
clippers
this
to line my shit
video.
up.
And they talk about the Clippers too. They talk about Clippers in this video.
Okay.
So, but yeah, no, that is a thing. Like some people, like they say to use Clippers, but like Clippers still give me the same thing. So what's the? Because I was told that too. You need to use like Clippers too. I was like, I get the same thing happens. I've tried it. It's not. It's people think that you going out. Well, okay, some people probably are going out their way to do it, but
yeah,
some people do.
Some people are. We don't deny that. Some people do be
but
finessing.
some people do try everything before they want the profile because it's like I don't got time to be messing with all these E5s and above or these corporals and above because nobody got time to be talking to them at parade rest. Niggas don't never want to let you just rock.
Okay. Wow.
I talk to both sides. People who hate the beard and people who love the beard. Everybody could agree. Every effort to look professional should be heavily exerted. Yep. We don't give a fuck if you like beards or not. It's authorized. I don't like people with your profiles. But you know what? It's authorized. It's a medical condition and I don't know nothing about it. So I just shut the I'm going to say this, man. I truly think the shave profile gets so much heat because it's mostly African-American males.
What do you think about that? You think that's why the shaving profile?
I second that. I second that, big dog.
I was saying because it's like
that is true.
Somebody that was on our team, you know who it is. I
do.
It was done. He ain't have one. He ain't have one. So he even told he said, I don't got no profile.
Yo, that nigga was so funny. Like,
I just be going through
profile. I don't have a profile. They never said nothing to him. They never asked him. They just always assumed he had one.
And that was for his
Shout out my nigga Dunn though. Shout out my nigga Dunn.
His whole he said his whole army career, he never had a profile. Never had one. I was like, damn. I already had a permanent. So
I ain't had one.
Because I think I had asked him also. I was like, how did you get your permanent profile? He was like, I ain't got one. I just don't shave. I was like, all right.
They
Now I see
never
what we can
questioned
do
that
in this
man.
motherfucker.
They never questioned him. Hey, he
Never
but
did.
I'm not gonna lie. He did work hard enough where they probably did let him rock.
Yeah, he
And
did.
then
From
by
what
the
I've
time
seen in a
you
short time, yeah.
by the time you did come, everybody
He was
like
on the
before
way
that
out.
time. Well, he was on his way out, but also everybody was chill. It was like, yo, you get your shit done, you get your shit done. Like we cool.
Yeah.
When you came, that's when everybody would start becoming on the bullshit because that's when the niggas that was cool was leaving, and then we started getting like the fuck people in charge. Like that's when they start coming in charge, and we was like, you just a bitch. Like that's how it was. Like we had motherfuckers acting like bitches now and then. Everybody want to be Captain America. Well, you in the regulation say get off your knees. That's what it says. But you still ain't following that protocol. So I'm gonna need you to get right. That's what it's saying. But so that's why they let him rock because they was just like, yo, he good. Like he good. Because that's when we had
Yeah,
like
I
cool first
figured.
sergeants and cool commanders and stuff like that. But by the time you
Yeah.
got there, yeah, we was getting bitches. We was getting nothing but bitches. And it just kept getting worse, progressive. The longer you was there, the more bitches we was getting.
And that's stories for another times.
So much heat because it's African American males. Could be true. It seems like that's the majority of people who have it, but there's a huge religious exemption for the white guys because they're pagan to have big beards. Now, when you were in, did you see a lot of this? Maybe you did. Doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter. You hear the story about gas masks. You got to have the gas mask tight. It won't seal to your face, all that shit, right? Then you think, what about firemen? They have gas masks on, oxygen masks. So is that a thing? No, it's been debunked. I've looked at it. It's been debunked. It hasn't been debunked. The old Sergeant Major of the Army came out and said, because the gas mask is, what's going on here? Help me understand.
That's right.
That's what they
I
said.
fucking said it. We've been in the military for 27 years. We all know if the company commander said, hey, we're going to the field next month for 2 months, half the company going to try to go to sick call behavior, have to try to get out of it. It's called malingering. It's been a thing way before the shame profile. Everybody teach a profile. It's malingering. But something about the shame profile that people get so highly upset. Cannot use regulations to govern the profile. You can't do it, man. The profile is the exemption. Of the regulation. And then you waited to get out the military to put on a uniform and say that what you said.
I agree.
After you say the first sentence, man, everything else was irrelevant. You hate that shit was kind of personal. Trust me, man, it's a lot of shit I don't like. But it's authorized. Hey man, I can't say nothing. I don't see why what you said.
I don't disagree. If it is authorized, the Army's allowed it. But I do agree he may not like it. He was in 27 years, retired, I don't know, a long time, since the mid-90s. But what are you going to say? I was in before don't ask, don't tell. You going to say you hate a certain type of people being in the military? You could. Is it going to be widely accepted? No, absolutely not. It's not going to be accepted. He gets roasted hard.
I hate your beard and uniform. I hate your shaving profile. I hate your religious exemption. I hate the fact that...
Yo, honestly, this video, like some of my friends have said, it's not even the fact about the beard. It's the mentality. Straight the mentality that you have as a master sergeant in the Army, or was in the Army. That mentality that you have, it's crazy to me. Crazy. No beard stops no show. Like, let's just put that out there. No beard stops the show, right?
Can't disagree with the man. You having a beard doesn't make you less of a soldier in this case. Does it? I don't think so. I do think there's a lot of folks who get it. Going on a limb here, that probably don't need the pagan thing. Is that a religious exemption? No, we have people that are Sikh, the beard, and they wear the headdress. We saw that kid in the Marine Corps. I don't know what you call the head thing. Scarf. We need as many people as we can get, right? Bodies. They could be outstanding. And if they wear it before and they want to get in with it, what gets me, help me out for a second. You join up, let's say you're 20, and you're already shaving. 2 years later, then you're like, I can't shave anymore. Maybe it's you don't shave every day. Again, I don't fully understand it. I had some friends in the Marine Corps that had the bumps. I remember seeing that. And some of the first sergeant, who was a black fella, talking about some cream, some special things. But it wasn't, I never saw it, ever. And I see it all the time now. So should we just allow beards across the board? I've asked that a couple times.
Like, and the fact that you decided to get out the Army first and then put on your uniform, right? Put on your uniform and then make this video is just crazy to me. Crazy to me. Crazy. Let me comment on this.
I like him too. What do you call that?
So now his shit ain't in rags. tell you that now. The other two were good, but his, if
That
you can
nigga
pick
started
your
picking his shit.
you got to shade that down a little bit, big dog.
You
You got
know
to shade
what's
that down
funny
a little
though?
bit.
Is I did that in uniform before, where I was like I forgot all about it, and the nigga said, and one of the sergeants was like, "Hey, let me talk to you real quick, man." I said, "What's up?" I said, "What's up, Big Tom?" He was like, "Hey, man, you shouldn't be picking your shit out like that, man. Like, I don't know what you got going on, but I don't think that's the right thing that you should be doing right now because it's putting a target on your back. Like, you shouldn't be doing that." Like, he gave me like really helpful advice. Like, he wasn't like on my ass or he wasn't grilling me or anything. He was just like, don't do that. Like, you already looking suspicious, but you shouldn't be you making it more hot by picking your shit. I said, you right. Put my shit right back in my pocket.
I remember seeing that in the 70s and 80s, right? Guys would pick their hair because they wanted to have a big, nice puff. I had buddies that played it. Remember playing football? They put the helmet on to come out and be like a cone shaped. It was classic, but the beard, though, I've never seen the beard.
Y'all probably mad because I'm doing this, but it's all good. So, I got a religious accommodation, okay? You saying my beard look ridiculous in uniform, but I'm a great NCO.
What religion would that be? You think he's Rastafarian? I guess it could be religion of peace, right? I don't know. He could be an outstanding NCO.
He could be Muslim, nigga. He could be Muslim, man.
Some people don't know all the religions that go into who can have a beard. That probably was one in the Marine Corps that you can do.
But Rastafari, you couldn't think of anything else. It had to be
He's been
Rastafari.
saying that the whole time, though. He said
but that's
that
what I'm saying. Because we're
beginning
talking about
to-
black people. It had to be Rastafari. It couldn't be like, oh, maybe he's Muslim, maybe he's something else. Like, it had to be Rastafari, where it's like it only pertains to black people. I don't know about the Rastafari religion. I don't know if it only pertains to black people. I don't know what it is, but it's like, come on.
Yeah.
NCO too. That's the thing. What do you do here? What do you do? He's outstanding in every way. He just wants the beard, makes him happy. Now, if I'm an employer, I'm gonna go, well, okay, you're a good employee.
I got a beard, but I run an 11-minute 2-mile. I got a beard, but I do over 80 push-ups, over 90 sit-ups. I got a beard, but I made sergeant under 3 years. I got a beard, but...
Only in the Army, right? You Marines chime in. Made sergeant under 3 years. Only in the Army you can do that. They give away a lot of rank. I guess the Marine Corps...
What's the MOS?
What's his?
Yeah, what's the MOS?
I'm
trying to gas. Motherfuckers be getting gas. I made sergeant under 3 years.
Didn't it take you a while because there was so many and you had to wait? I didn't try for it because as soon as I knew I was getting out, I said, "Fuck all of that shit." I ain't gonna lie to you. Because not just you. I knew a whole bunch of Limas that, like, a few of them who was like they've been waiting for a while and they had points for a while, at least an extra
points
year.
Max out for like years, and it's like if you're not Captain America, you're not picking up. Your shit is at 800.
So because it sounded like he might be supply 92 Yankee. Yeah. Right? That's what he sounded like. He might be.
A lot of people get gassed and be like, "Oh, I made sergeant under 3 years." What was your points at when you made sergeant? Like, I'm not knocking him on his journey, and I'm not knocking him or people that make sergeant within 3 years. But sometimes it's like, you don't need to do too much. Yeah, like if it's point systems, you don't need to do too much to make points. Like, you go to basic training, AIT, and then pass your PT test in range. You just made sergeant. With us, it's like we gotta go to schooling, have a master's, a doctorate, and then have a 300 on the PT test back in the state standards, 300, 600 nowadays. Have a 50 out of 40, and pass weapon, and pass on height and weight. And then we also gotta get on our knees and suck the skin off the next person just to make sergeant. That's what we gotta do.
That's corporal.
Okay, just to make corporal. And then I can't give you sergeant though, but I give you corporal though. Do I get any benefits of the sergeant? No. You just get the responsibility. You can get no benefits. You still gotta have a roommate if you live in the barracks. So what's the point of me corporal? Well, you get to serve the army and have responsibilities as a sergeant.
Yeah, we need an NCO that's on the same pay scale as the E4 Mafia. So
I'm doing more work, but I'm not getting any benefits of a sergeant. Yeah. To me. Like, no,
Right.
like, no, like, but yeah, like I said, knocking on him or his journey or his.
he doing big
sometimes
things.
it is easier for other
I know Yankee 92 Yankee Supply. They points is always low because they a lot of them go towards a warrant officer.
Yeah.
Talking with Sergeant Hill, Smoot, and all of them. They all go towards warrant officer because warrant officer is, as you know, for people who don't know, they basically the chill commanders of the army.
They don't be worried about shit, boy.
They don't.
Right, they only have to worry about themselves.
Yeah, the chill commanders, the chill officers of the army, because they just worry about their MOS. They don't got to worry about
They're like, damn,
a company, a unit, right?
Formation, huh? I guess I'll see you tomorrow then.
Yeah.
Yo, they don't be tripping about nothing.
They don't.
I'd be like, you got it, G.
Marines, chime in, please. Stingy to get rank. Army gives it out. It seems like it to me, looking at it. Insider. My wife was in the military, recently got out. It's meant to give a lot of rank away. I'm specifically talking about this guy, but chime in, please.
Want to make staff sergeant off.
Wow.
I got a beard, but I got a degree in logistics and supply chain management. I got a beard.
E92 Yankee. Got a degree in supply chain logistics. I mean,
okay.
But I made it into SFAB and 4th Ranger Training Brigade. So you can say what you want, but me with a beard and this other NCO, I'm probably still the better NCO. Beard or no beard, that don't determine
100%
on what kind of NCO and soldier you are.
100%, right? Guy could be outstanding. Again, I'm repeating myself in every way, but the beard. The question is, should we just allow it for everybody? I keep asking that because it seems like it just makes more sense. Because it does create this class of people who are like, oh, these people have beards because they're taking advantage of something. The religious thing, though, that's new to me. I don't get it.
You probably was in the 1980s.
What is it?
I was gonna say the beard, like having a beard, whether it's religious or
It doesn't
like
do nothing.
personal, or you bullshit. The beard doesn't change, like he's saying. The beard doesn't change my work ethic. The beard doesn't change how I work. Just because I got a beard is not gonna make me a shit bag. It's not gonna make me somebody that shams. Like I'm not gonna get a beard and be like, I can sham now. Like no, it's like I'm gonna get a beard and just have a beard. Yeah, I'm still gonna have the fucking same work ethic whether I have a beard or not.
I went through basic with one, so I did.
Well, you a shit bag regardless whether you have one or not.
Okay, I know. I did the what they call it for when you got to don the gas mask and all of that. I forgot the official. Yeah, I did the gas chamber with a beard. Fucked it up, but I did it with a beard. That was on me. Yeah, I did the opposite of what they said to do.
Well, that's not because of the beard.
Huh?
I said that's what I'm saying. Beard.
And that's what I said. Like I had a beard, but the fuck up was on me, not them. They told me the correct way to do shit, but I did that shit the opposite way. I don't know how, but I did that shit the opposite way. I still passed though, because I got that bitch on. But yeah,
that makes sense to me.
They ain't see me. They ain't see I fucked up.
Being said, so yeah, I've considered considered myself a Norse pagan for almost 10 years now. But now to the process. So I'll make a little more in-depth video on it. If not.
So there's a lot of training here. Check in the description. I did a video about people who are getting out. They don't like it. They want to get out. Of course, they want to get paid. So they use something going on in their head to say, hey, I need to get out because I've got a lot of issues. And it's a plan. It's like a Reddit plan to do it. It's a whole video, like how to get kicked out of the Army is actually a course taught on TikTok. Is there a course?
They teaching a course on TikTok how to get kicked out the Army. Do they know that can lead to unhonorable and you can't get no VA benefits?
My man said there's a course on how to get kicked out the army. Wow.
Oh my
what
god,
we on?
that's crazy.
We just making content. We just making content.
What?
Like,
'Cause
that's wild.
That is.
Just taught on TikTok of how to get the religious exemption. Like, here's how you do it. The answer is yes, there is. Now, you could have it, be a religion that you want to wear a beard and you're an outstanding soldier in every way. And then my British viewers brought up the Sikhs, how great fighters they were. But we don't have it. So, going in, you don't have it, and you get in, and then you want an exception is where I think that's the problem.
Necessary if people are interested, but it all starts with your chaplain, especially in the Army. You have to sit down, you have to have that conversation with your chaplain. Before you have that conversation with your chaplain, make sure you're educated, that you know what you're asking for, and know why you're asking for it, and then be sincere. I'm sure someone knows somebody, or someone is somebody
big beard
that has lied just to be able to grow a beard. That is up to your own morals and values. If you don't care, I mean, I don't necessarily care either, but I prefer someone that's going to rock a religious exemption or a religious accommodation, beard, or whatever religion that they are requesting it for, to be educated and sincere about it. I would prefer that. However, I know that's not always going to be.
What if you're Mormon? Hear me out for a second. You're Mormon and you say, my religion says I can have 5 wives. In the U.S. government, the rules are you can't have 5 wives. You want legally 5 wives. They say, no, it's not allowed. Why isn't that allowed? I'm curious, man.
Yes. Because legally you can't. That's
But
not
his
just the army.
religion-
That's just
his religion
legally
says
in
he
the state.
It's in the
Even if you're not in the military, your religion says you can, but at the end of the day,
once you
legally,
get
cannot be
into the
married.
well, they say you got freedom of religion and all of that in the what you call it. So you can't. People can argue that in court. Like, my religion says I can't. And
People
you
can
can't
also
really.
argue that you can't fuck a donkey. You can fuck a donkey every day of the week besides Sunday in the state of Virginia. So people can argue that too. But guess what? You fucking a donkey and you get caught. Where you going? You got it, big dog. You got it, big dog. Like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, what are we
Okay.
talking about?
Okay.
Like, look it up, G.
I believe you. I believe you, Jordan. I believe you.
Okay.
Weird breakpoints. This is allowed. That's not allowed. Men can get married, but you can't marry 5 wives. I'm always curious how we get to these breakpoints. Anybody want 5 wives? Imagine that alimony and child support later.
So once you have that conversation with your chaplain, it should start a process. You also need to talk to your company commander, because it's one of the first people that are going to be part of it. So the chaplain is going to create a memo, or you can write it for your chaplain, and then you work together. He makes it prettier. You are going to write a memo to the chat, or just write.
Seems like a nice young fella. He seems sincere. He goes through step by step how you get a religious exemption for your beard. So you got to have religion, requires a beard. And blah, blah, blah. You get the point. What do you think of this? Is it helpful? Should we just make beards across the board? Should we change the grooming standards? Dreadlocks are okay. Long hair is okay. Remember, women used to have it off their shoulders. Now they can have ponytails hanging out. Change that. The beard regulations seem to have gotten, there's more of them from my vantage point. Not just my time in, a long time ago, right? My wife was in recently.
All right. Shout out to him. I want to see it. The original link will be in the description below. But I do think what he's saying about beards, and to me, hair shouldn't be something that the Army puts a regulation on, to be honest with you, because your hair isn't going to do anything. Because when I was in and I did see, it was staff duty. I did staff duty. And I asked the staff sergeant, I was like, why can females have long hair but males can't? We all doing the same job. And they couldn't give me an answer, because it's like, why can females do it but males can't? Why do they get to have long hair? Because anything that happens to them that you say will happen to a male can also happen to a female with long hair. So that's what I'm saying.
Because back in the day, they was like, males couldn't have long hair because it was easy for the enemy to pull our hair. right?
Yeah, I get it.
Because at the time, men were the only people that was on the front lines.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
now, if women are on the front line as well, their hair can also be pulled.
Yeah.
So why does that make it an exception? But that's the thing, is with the Army, is that they try to stay within the older time frame as much as they can, until the
Yeah.
majority of people saying that's not right.
Yeah, I can tell.
Because when you start asking for like explanations like you did, if women are doing the same thing, or doing the same job as we are nowadays, what's the difference from their why we can't have long hair? What is the And then the main thing that
that's
they
what I was
always say
getting
is because that's the regulation. When they don't have an answer for you or explanation for you, because that's the regulation.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they didn't say anything, but I can tell that they was like, shit, I don't know, nigga, I just work here. It was like I just work here. I can't tell you why they did this and that. Yeah, that's like shit. Then if they want to enforce something, then across the board, everybody gotta have a baldy. We all gotta have a baldy. Don't nobody get no long hair around here. Everybody bald.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I think they should change the regulation to allow long hair and beards, and also change to where fucking PT is at like 9:00 in the morning instead of fucking the ass crack of dawn. Cause that shit was crazy too. That was wild too. But yeah, yeah, that's all I got. Fucking waking up at 5:30 to go to PT at 7.
Okay. To do this. The bid and reach.
Yeah.
One. What the fuck is we doing, man? Fuck.
And then for the
my
first
eyes
sergeant
ain't-
to
I ain't
come
even wait to
up.
cross out my eyes.
Yeah, and then for first sergeant and the commander to come up, greet everybody, and then just fucking walk away and leave because we got staff meetings. At this early at the board, really, guys, really? Just say you don't want to work out. That's all you got to say.
What are we talking about?
That's all you got to say.
And then we go to work, and then these niggas tell me, we like, what we got going on? Shit, nothing really. So what the fuck was the meeting about? What was the meeting about? Like, what we talking about? I had a meeting, right? So wasn't the meeting about what we got going on this week? Yeah, but we ain't got shit going on. So what y'all talk about?
So much stuff. So much stuff.
Can't make this shit up, G.
You can't. You
Can't
can't.
make this shit up.
But let us know what y'all think. Military folks, let us know what y'all think about the regulation for hair, beards, all of that stuff. It should be changed or not, or if you like it. Just for us today.
Hey man, I guess Vinland Saga gotta go, man.
You were locked in a room, no cameras, no nothing, for let's call it 50.
How do
My
you
man,
think